this whole brand is about the waiting and you developing as you wait. Talk about one of the seasons that you might have, the desire was put in your heart for something, but you had to, when I say push through to get it. What was that, and what was that like for you? What did it feel like?
So for me, I will say it wasn't tangible, this desire. Ooh. It was more emotional. So I've spoken very openly on other podcasts that I've done just about my lack of trust from my childhood. Yeah. And so just dealing with certain things, watching the dynamic between my mother and my father, I did not have a trust for people in general. And so, of course, that poured over into my relationship. I've been married for 20 years. And
shout out to that.
Yes, thank you. That poured over into that. And so while I am praying and wanting to be a more I'm trustworthy, but to be able to feel like those other people are the same, and to be able to allow my heart to open up to receive other people so I can, let me see if you're trustworthy or not. You know, and so I had to work on myself in order to understand, number one, why I had such a wall built up. Once I was able to identify, I got this wall built up because of what I know from my past, but my past, I can't project my past onto everyone else. And so I had to learn to allow people to show me who they are. Once they show me who they are, I can make a definitive choice of if I can trust you or not. But particularly in my marriage, you know, I was, like you said, a battalion chief in the fire department. I worked 24-hour shifts. So I'm gone an entire day. So in my mind, I'm sitting at work like, what's he doing? Who's he with?
Because it's activating your trust issues.
It's activating my trust issues, right? So I would call all day. And this is before we even had kids. So I'm like, you just got free reign. You can do whatever you want, you know? So I'm
not calling, on my watch.
Right. So that's what I'm thinking, right? So I'm calling all day, calling. He's answering the phone. I'm like, who's that in the background? Who you with? Where are you?
Music just playing.
Right. Hear people talking. I'm at work. So, you know, it boiled down to one day he said to me, and I felt like he was being used as a vessel at this point. And he said, you know what? I'm talking to you right now as your friend, not your husband. And you driving yourself crazy, projecting what you know about your father onto me. And I'm not him. And so understand that literally I could lie to you and tell you I'm sitting at my mama's house, but I could be with another chick. Stop. I'm not him. And that's when the light bulb went off for me, like, you gotta really, really do the work on yourself, number one, so that you can stop projecting these emotions from your past onto what you have currently and into your future. And so it took a lot of soul searching for me. It took a lot of having to have those uncomfortable conversations with my family. And I never went to therapy because that wasn't popular back then. Wasn't popular.
Therapy's a thing now.
It's a thing now. Like everybody goes and sits on somebody's couch, whether they do it virtual or in person, you know, but back then that wasn't a thing. So I had to really try to figure it out on my own. But once I did, so many doors opened for me. My relationship, my marriage got better. My relationship with the few friends that I have got better. And then now just in building new relationships, I'm able to say, let me see who you are. You know, I'm not going into it already with the, you know, preconceived notion that you're going to do something to hurt me. You know? And so that was kind of my test, so to speak. It wasn't anything tangible, you know? It was more of an emotional struggle that I went through, just overcoming childhood obstacles as an adult.
I love that. I love that because a lot of times we think it's a thing. It's a person, place, or thing. And we forget that it could be a state of being.